Hey everyone, this is Louis7 and I am streaming Lord of the Rings Online again. I'm doing more Mordor Preparations. Looks like I'm dropping a lot of frames. I'm going to change that real quick here. Alright, should be back and not dropping as many frames. So I'm pretty much just continuing the Mordor Preparations from what I did last time. I decided I would start with my Runekeeper so I could, well, I thought he had more gold on him, so I could send the stuff to whatever characters needed allies and that type of stuff, but I do want to check out the featured instance vendor real quick. I have a lot of tokens on this character, or coins. I'm not even sure what this week's featured instance is. Barrett Guldur. I think I've done that one. I'm not sure if these sell well anymore. Can try and get one of the main stat ones and see. I'll get one of each. Can probably, since this is a 12-man featured instance, start looking for a group. Don't see any. I would guess that I'm not going to get to too many characters. I'm not sure if this one's even ran a lot, how long it takes. Not even one of those listed. Yeah, these are pretty cheap. I thought they would be with the new essence recipes being really cheap also. Or the new barter recipes for the waste content. Got one more person. So I can actually go ahead and use these and craft something on this character because he is a tailor. Convert this to a raid. Fix my capital A. Alright, just checking some stream settings here. It looks like it's playing fine now. I know last time I had a few problems when it started, but I actually think the playback turned out fine after the stream. One more person here. Yeah, but this one looks fine anyway. Three. Go ahead and get a tailor journal too. See what I can craft. I'm not too worried about crafting gear. I'm actually going to see how much this sells for real quick. Journal of Dagger Lad. That should get all of them. Wish there was a reset feature in the auction hall. Yeah, these aren't worth much either anymore. So I'll go ahead and just make what I can and probably use some of these. Should be able to make the... oh, I'll need bolts of brush cloth. Can I make it? Those are probably really cheap too. I think I have some of those on my captain anyway. If they aren't really cheap. Well, except I was expecting to get some more tails. Yeah, I just got those too. That's what I'm worried about, this one being a raid that not many people will want to run it. Especially some of the longer raids. So I'll bowl of brush. No. Oh, it's rush dash. Okay. That's better. They're not really cheap, but it's not too expensive. Well, I will head to the Mordor place and check out what this character can get from that vendor, because I think he's close to being able to get another necklace, and that I will likely use my 2 Athelian Essence boxes on. For how dense this camp is, it doesn't really lag too bad. At least as much as I would expect, because a lot of places, especially Minas Tirith, was bad. But even a lot of the Rohan places lagged a lot more, and they were even less dense. I feel like I need a new outfit for this Runekeeper. Don't really like that and that dye. That kind of Runekeeper-ish would go better with a black rune bag. This one a blue rune bag too, but I've just used this one for so long. Oops, I don't mean to put 4. Alright, that'll be the 4th then. Alright, let's see what I can get. I think it's the necklace one that I need. Not sure which one that is. Yeah, or not necklace, the earring. Yeah. So I would need 40 salt and 10 provisions. Can get 10 provisions and 35 salt. I must have crit this one then. I think I do have the stuff in my vault, I know. So I can get that later. I didn't even know I had 2 milestones on this character. Well, I'm not too sure what to do anymore while waiting. I was hoping the group would form faster. I thought it might be a little bit slow. Maybe it'll pick up here. I could probably work on some quests. I'm going to see if I can pick up the quests over here just to start being able to do those. So that is 6 of us now. Eight now? I think I got everybody that sent me a tell. 2. Thinking one more. If I invited everybody, didn't get that person. I think I got him. Alright, just need one more. Go ahead and start it. Do the easy 104 one first. So I think I have done Barret Goldor. Yeah. It's been a long time if I have. So especially for the featured instance part, I'm not too sure what to expect. That looks like our 12th. Wonder if I should attack the fire one as fire. Looks like all of us. Do we have tanks? I'm not sure if we have a tank. Warden or captain can probably tank. Well, so I think there are 3 bosses in this. so far it's pretty easy. Seems like it wouldn't have been a too bad raid to do back when, I think this was Mirkwood. I mean, the instance was during the Mirkwood expansion, but not like the Inadwaith part of it. With Dol Guldur and all that area. I am slowed. Also dropping silver, that's always good. Just means more gold in total when all the mobs drop silver. So, I'm not sure how many of these I'll be able to do on each of the characters. Because it is taking a while and getting the group takes a little bit. Oh, there's no reflector. So yeah, I decided to start on my Runekeeper because I thought he had all my gold. Or at least most of my gold. I know he didn't have all of it. So I could start getting the allies on my other characters that I pretty much know I'm planning on keeping in Mordor. Which actually isn't very many because I know I'll want to make a few High Elves probably. I'll probably make a Captain High Elf. And might look into switching my Warden out to a High Elf. That one I'm a bit less sure on. I don't see any quests. Somebody's not doing anything. But Runekeeper I'm not sure on. If they could be burglars, I would do that. Guardian I'm actually not sure either. Minstrel, I think I have an elf minstrel already, but might still look into doing a high elf for that. For me it'll also depend like how many characters I do it on based on the new Valor, what's in it, and basically how much it'll cost, so how much gold it'll cost me. Because the current ones you can get for maybe 4k for the 1 to 95 on Arkenstone. So if that one's like 6k, I could probably get it on a couple alts by the time I'd want to level them up and start doing Mordor on them. And the captain would probably be the first one. I actually wouldn't mind leveling 1 to 50. And going, if there's a 50 to 105 version. Just because after that it's more of a leveling grind. Even though I do enjoy Moria and The places after that, Isengard I think is around when it starts getting a little bit boring to me leveling. I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. But especially starting in Rohan, I don't really enjoy leveling. Or questing, I should say. Leveling's not too bad, but questing would be the main way to level without instances, and instances definitely would get repetitive. Guess that was just a big room we had to clear out. I want to also mind leveling another Runekeeper if I do want to make a high elf one. The main problem I think with that is I'm already planning on leveling a Captain High Elf. So I could do the leveling part on the Runekeeper. And I do have my other leveling Runekeeper, but I don't really play him much anymore. So I could basically replace him with a High Elf. That could work out. Wait. I can see this raid taking a while if it's like back in Mirkwood before the whole essence where you could get very good stats and they had a bunch of stat caps. But I guess that would also depend on the balance if it was more balanced around what they had back then. I am not sure what we're doing. Right now I actually find it kind of fun. I can see it getting a bit tiring doing it on a bunch of vaults, so that's probably at least one reason it took a while. And relative to new stuff, the featured instances don't really give as much as before. The main thing would be legendary item stuff, rare stuff. You can get the waste featured instance, or from the featured instance box you can get waste barter things. The like salt and stuff for the reputation for Camp of the Host. And then of course one of the main reasons I run it's for gold, and I actually do find them fun. I like to do all of them at least once, even the longer ones like this. And then, yeah, the good ones, like, it was, I want to call it school or library, but sword halls. That one was really short, so I could get through it on all my alts. Did we do a circle? Hope not. Okay. But yeah, that one I got through on all my ults in about 2.5 hours. This one would probably take, plus the group forming with this one, if it took, I don't know, maybe 40-50 minutes in ult. I'm not even sure how much we have to go. I think we only killed one boss so far, the dirt chest. Not sure who we need to kill first. I'll start hitting this guy. But yeah, if it took about 15 minutes and all, that'd be a real long time. Maybe 8 hours just to get through it on all my characters. Nice amount of marks from that boss. So yeah, even though the raids take longer, you do get better rewards, including the marks and medallions, but usually more chests, so more relics, more bounties, and these mobs do just drop, well, they drop silver, not gold, but they drop the loot for that. And while each mob's loot is insignificant, it does add up, especially all the ones we're killing. It looks like they are also dropping junk loot trophies, which will just make my inventory even more full. At least I'm not the tank and having not done this. I think I've done this once before, but because parts of it do seem familiar, but it's just also going by so quickly. I'm not too sure. Oops. This is a lot of more health for my Runekeeper. Unbuffed, he's under 20k. I don't even think I have food eaten. I need to eat it because, I mean, I can use it while leveling in Mordor, but with the huge stat inflation and difficulty, at least from the beta, it's not going to be too useful. Another thing I hope they update is how much morale I mean, I assume they're new potions. I just hope they give enough morale to feel more useful than these ones. More fierce. They're kind of annoying. So, at least in that case, fearing everybody just kinda seems to slow it down for no reason. I can see fearing a single person and having a mechanic based around that, but that's just a more annoying one. Let these people go ahead of me. Like, he doesn't even do anything while we're feared. It's just kind of annoying to me. But I also guess from more of a kind of lore and immersion stance, having the light fear you can make sense. I don't know if this is the right way. Oops. Do we need to hit that? I'll hit it. So as far as preparing my Runekeeper for Mordor, like this character specifically, I think I just need to work on getting the legacies up in my allies, which is just getting Scrolls of Empowerment. I wish they'd introduce a new one in Mordor that just, it could just give more ranks, just to have a new one for the new expansion. And something like a new Starlit Crystal could give 2 stars and 2 DPS upgrades if they wanted. Scroll of Delving, because it still upgrades at 10 levels, I'm not sure if they really could replace it. They could probably make a new one and just have different stuff get it, but that does seem kind of pointless. I'm not sure where we're going. Aha. I actually still do like getting new allies 3rd ages to slot them and deconstruct. I did this on my Warden too, but I went through all of them and deconstructed them. I don't know if I have the experience I got from them. Thought I put them somewhere, like my shared storage. I don't remember seeing them there. I'll have to look for those, because those are 4 alts that need the 1st stage. I think this is going to be the last boss. Feels like a last boss. Oh no, that's bad. Okay. I will head back up slowly. Very slowly. Can use my run speed boost. I have so many of these from Hobbit gifts, loot boxes. They're so... Oh, it's only 10-second duration, that won't even help me. Actually, probably could have used this, but I can save it. traveling rations. My warden used to use those. I think by the time I got a hunter up to where it would need it, well, I either got here just in time or they just started it in time. But based on the dialogue, it actually seems like I got up there in time. This looks like a fun boss. I'll just stand in the blue or purple shadow. Oh, wait. Okay, I didn't see why I couldn't target him there. Lieutenant of Dol Guldur. I don't know, that doesn't seem really like a good name for a final boss for the raid. So I didn't even get my box. I either need to delete stuff or get rid of stuff. These don't sell for that much, I can destroy them. Oh, people left. Actually, I think I do want to send these to my alt still. I didn't think that was not my mission. Typing the class name will not work. It'll actually be 10 out of 12. Wait. Burglar, I don't need those. Lore Master I do want to send. I think he has quite a few now, but just in case. Well, if this works. There we go. Probably close to another half hour on this. I might go on one more alt for one part. I plan on this taking a little bit long, like maybe this long for both runs, or even maybe like 10 more minutes for both runs, but that's probably not gonna happen. Do a ready check. I can probably use these on this character. I'm not sure which I want. I just want Wrath of Flame damage. I think it goes up to 59 now. Wait. Oh, I thought I had the orc targeted. So maybe, I'm actually not sure, maybe this weekend I'll be able to play the beta and test out the high elf. And if not, maybe the weekend after that. The main thing with testing that is I worry that intro will be boring and I won't want to do it again, but hopefully that's not the case. Yeah, I think if I run this on an alt, I'll probably just do 105 only. At least this time I know more of what we're doing. Through chest? Yeah. I know this guy and the Lieutenant of Dumbledore. That's the only two boss names I know though. The second boss was two bosses, I think. There's an ad. It really seems like these guys should have attacked us. Maybe, okay, maybe they're just armor? That's weird. It's moving. Nothing in it. I still don't know where that quest is that whoever talked about. I need to see if Baragor comes. Because I think somebody might have stayed at the beginning last time. See, I don't know where that quest is. So I think for preparing for Mordor, I mean this is mostly just what it is, doing stuff like this, and this featured instance takes longer, so unlike the last one, it's not like I'm just going over and over again doing the same daily. But I think I might also do some more of the update 20 on my Warden, because I do want to finish that. I've been going real slow with that. And I haven't really wanted to do it on any of my other characters. I think this is a rare time to use Combustion over Scathing Mockery, or Smoldering Wrath. That's a fun little fight, though. I think he's gonna be the one to burn. Yeah, this featured instance definitely makes my inventory a mess. At least I actually like the pending loot, that it's so much easier to destroy this stuff than it is to destroy stuff in your inventory. That reminds me, one thing I'd like to see for Mordor is the ability to sell third ages to vendors. Even if it's just 1 copper. I also would like to stop getting the Eorlinga's scroll cases. I think those are Weston net, so that was 95 cap. Yeah, I think this would be 95. This is level 90 stuff. That's 95. So getting that even right now at level 105 or even 100 to 105 is definitely annoying. It'd be even more annoying getting it in Mordor. I mean, at the least they could replace them with the Mordor version. And even if they don't have recipes, give something a little bit different. Like that new dust, maybe give 1 dust each. I don't know. Or even give a crafting resource just to make something like that still exist and if it does still exist, be useful. Or just remove them and not exist. Oops, somebody died. I think that one guy's still staying. I don't think we've got it. Yeah, I think it took a while to get to the second boss, so I don't think we've gotten there yet. I haven't been paying too much attention to what we've been doing again. Just killing stuff. More overflow? Don't need that. I don't need these Moria things. I mean, those were actually fun to do, the little instances. I don't remember what they gave besides just having mobs and stuff. But they were fun to do. I just don't know if I have any character that can really use those, so I will destroy them. Hope token. Can actually probably use that. This cloak I don't need. Doesn't sell for much. They sell for even less, 2 silver, 65 copper. I would destroy those, but they at least do stack, and I'll probably just keep getting more. Something like the cloak won't stack, so might as well make room for another cloak to destroy or sell. I think this is the second boss room. That dude never responded, did he? I actually think this raid would have been pretty fun back during Mirkwood. I never did do it. I think I joined I wasn't at the level captain. I might have joined before in Adwaith, but I definitely wasn't at the captain. I didn't get to the cap until Rise of Isengard. And even then, I got to the cap not too late into it, but I just didn't do quite as much raiding. I did some instances. I did Dragok a few times probably, and what was the raid after that? The Isengard one. Let's see. Tower of Orthanc. I don't think I ever ended up doing that one. It's interesting. No, don't want those. Actually could have used the wax to sell it, but I don't even think those sell for too much. But I could still at least sell it to somebody who will need it probably. I mean, even like the zircons don't sell for much, but people still use them, so you can still list them on the auction hall and people will get them, and you will get at least a little bit of gold. And then I also do craft on a jewel crafter, but I don't think I use those too much, and I do have some on alts. And probably on that character even, I have more than I need. My inventory is just a mess. It's mainly all the new update. That would have been 19 crafting, ingredients, resources, and update 20. I think that's what the Evan Glim is. And then just the regular annoying crafting stuff also takes up space. Oh yeah, these annoying lights. They're not my favorite. I'd at least like a way that you could interrupt the fear. Yeah, I also have universal toolkits. One's bound to this character, but there are better ones for the whole vocation for the crafting, so I don't really need that anymore. I do have the bound to account ones I do use on alts, but through loot boxes and Hobbit gifts and that type of stuff, and I think barter from some events you can get them even. I think I got one or two that way. I have all those that I need for my alts. I think I could use these. And the time won't go down unless I use it. Don't think that'll even show here. And then the XP boosts are useful. Any alts I level that I want to level faster, because some places like Louisden, the warden I'm leveling now, I don't want him to level faster. I kind of want him to level slower. I don't want to disable the leveling, but I just would rather get like maybe 50% XP, or even 75% might work. At least for the fun parts of the game, I'd like that, and then I could go back to normal or even use these for parts I'd rather get through quicker, and I accidentally used that. Well, I guess I'm getting extra item XP now. And some of these, like the one I used, I could have sold. Thought I sold 3. Oh, that was a bound to account one. A lot of knockback there. Probably used to be a lot more dangerous if you didn't pay attention. Especially getting aggro as a quality roomkeeper. Not that good. Okay, so here, did we not go around enough? Okay. I thought last time we went around a lot more than it seemed like we should have. Although these big AoE, that's pretty fun, so I don't mind doing it more. So that fear that only affected me there, I think makes a lot more sense than the light one. So, guess we're running around again. I don't mind. That reminds me, wait, no. I guess I have another run speed boost that is more than this. And yeah, that's another reason I can't use those. I'm gonna go up this way. Now I can use it. If these were... They're bound to account, but they're not bought from stores, so I can't even give them away to anybody. That's not good. So this probably took about half an hour each time. It's quite a long time. I mean, some raids, like, they'll go on for a couple hours even, if you just go straight through them, so I need to pay more attention and get do not fall on these guys. So I guess it's not really too long, but for a featured instance it's longer than a lot of them. That one, I think Flight of the Lonely Mountain, had a name something like that. Felt like half an hour, but I don't think it actually was. The one where you just waited for waves of ads that you pretty much kill right away. I'm glad they removed that one. I'd rather do this one. You get fewer loot boxes in total, but you can get more of the other stuff. Like all this junk loot and gold. Is there a chest? Fancy wood chest, there it is. Yep, my loot. That box looks the same as the crafting journal ones. Don't see anything else I can destroy these now that I'm not doing anymore. Oops. That didn't, no. Want to destroy all of them. Alright, so I will look at what I got. I'm probably not going to do another. That took quite a bit longer than I planned. Even if they were 10 minutes shorter each, I could do one more. But I'm getting pretty tired right now. But I'll go ahead and use some of the scrolls and check out some of the stuff I have. Might hop to my warden real quick. Just to see if she has any of the stuff I need or anything. Well, I got one legacy close to max. Alright, so I need to head back to Harander. Maybe I should check out my shared storage on this character and get the rest of the stuff I need to barter for the necklace, or the earring. I keep wanting to call it a necklace. Might see how much a billion essences cost, because I have 2 boxes. This is war materials. Another one of those? Interesting. I have 2 boxes and I need 3 essences. Like this one. Which that part actually doesn't matter too much. I mean, it might be nice to be more geared. Especially if Mordor is as difficult as it's looking now, but overall I think it's not too important. I have one more scroll of empowerment. Then these relic removal scrolls, they're useful, but they're again something I do use rarely, but it's so rare that I just don't really end up using them that much. So I think I want to focus on my Bjorning, because that's the only race that character can be. Probably my Warden and Runekeeper, because I do plan on keeping these 2 as they are. And then of course I'm not going to make the rest of my characters high elves. But I do plan on making a captain one and probably switching my captain to a high elf. I'll apply this. I'll get that to 55. So I want to focus more on those characters with this Mordor prep streams. And then I'd have to decide whether the characters I would eventually maybe make a high elf, and which ones I probably won't, and focus on those ones more. And then the ones I probably will make high elf, I will focus on least. At least that class. I also don't mind having multiple characters of the same class, so I might need to get more class slots, but I do have like 5,000 LOTRO points, so I want to see a billion essence. That's why I came here. Yeah. Okay, so those actually aren't too bad of a price. So I think I might just get major essences, because I do need critical rating. I actually have those on one of my ults. I'll see how cheap they are. Okay, I can get that. Because I need critical rating more than anything. And I want to get provisions. I need the salt mainly. Because, yeah, that's provisions. Oh, I have the essence boxes here. I do think I will sell these essences because I would rather have the gold. Because I think at this point having a tier 8 major essence versus the tier 8 Ithilien is not too big of a deal. And yeah, I'd rather have the gold. Because I can use the gold in Mordor more than I think I could use the essences. A little bit slow load time here. Usually it's faster than this. Yeah, this is a unusually slow load for me. Hello, EUG. There we go. Alright, so I will get one piece of gear here. I need 11 more salt, that's it. One more. Do I want might? I think I'll go with will. Unfortunately, runekeepers don't have any ranged or offhand that I can get from this guy. Kind of think we could use an offhand. Maybe another runestone. That'd be interesting at least. So anyway, I need to, use these. And I am still not at the crit cap. Alright, so I think I will head to my warden just to see what she has, if it's anything useful for this character. And maybe check some of my alts for what they need. And Captain, I want to get a book on my lore master. Actually, I'm not sure if I'd want a high elf lore master. I'd rather a regular elf. I think high elves can be everything but burglar and bjorning. If I remember correctly from what I heard, so I do have a lot of options. So, runekeeper tips, Tristan, for what you want to prioritize your stats. I would prioritize will because that will increase your damage. And then probably vitality as another one of those stats because it will increase your morale. But overall you want to mainly focus on will. And then fate's actually not too useful. It gives a little bit of critical rating and some tactical mitigation, and mainly it would be used for power regen, but it's not really too useful for a runekeeper, but it might be on some pieces of gear. That's just like a little bonus. So I have one salt on this character. Thought I might have had more. I'll go ahead and send the scrolls to my runekeeper. Actually, probably use the scrolls on this character. Get surety of death damage over time, probably. See if there's anything useful in my javelin. Yeah, there's like nothing much useful. Got relics. Okay, so yeah, here are all the runes, the legendary runes that I had for leveling. Some alt allies. Not sure if a 50,000 one's worth putting in there. I have enough room. I have so much of this stuff, I just don't use it. Why can't they stack? One's 5, they're both 5,000. Bound to account, because I'm not sure why those don't stack. Unless that only stacks to 3. I actually have quite a bit of the reputation stuff. Don't want that stuff. Can use that. Alright, and I want to send all my crafting stuff to my runekeeper. I will send it to my 2B bank alt, or partially bank alt. Just so I used to use my runekeeper because he's just who I do it on. But a lot of this stuff I need to switch it to this bank alt because it's become too much of a mess with all the stuff there is at end game now that you get. I'll send some starter gold too. Don't have any use for those. Okay, I need the vendor. Oops. Actually, I wanted to sell that. Alright, so this is more of like the alt organizing that I'd be doing. It is a little bit slower, and somebody just subscribed. The Gamer Dark Warden subscribed, thank you. Tristan, I would not get Fate over Vitality. Because Fate, it just doesn't really provide anything good for you. And Vitality I also wouldn't focus on, but it'll just like naturally be on gear like... Well, there's no Vitality on these pieces on this character. Well, the cloak here has Vitality, and that's pretty much on any type of gear. Especially while leveling, regular gear will usually have Vitality on it. But you do want to focus on Will as your main stat. So on this character, because I think I have all the relics I want, at least all the non-crafted, I just want to refine any relics I have for other characters to use the shards. And that way they can work more easily on their own relics. Right, that was pretty quick. I actually want to slot all this stuff. Don't need the champion, he had a bunch of stuff that I didn't know about. Go ahead and identify the Runekeeper one. I want to slot all these. I do want to check out my vault real quick. See how much of a mess that is. Okay, that's a lot more clean than I thought. Oh, more of these run speeds. This character does most of my cosmetic stuff, or at least stores most of it. Not sure why I only have one of these in here. I think I had more than one piece. Or I had more of the teal pieces, that's right. I don't think I want that for cosmetic. Maybe. I'll leave it in there. Why not? Then send one of these to my Runekeeper. I need to send him some gold too. Maybe just 400 for him. And then I do not need this anymore. How much? Only sells for 22 silver. That's one character clean. My Guardian would take quite a long time to clean up because he has all the crafting stuff from Jeweler. My Bjorning actually has quite a bit of stuff. Useful things. And this is a character because it can't be made into a house that I am for sure keeping. So I can work on her a little bit. Shop. Probably should repair. I'm not even sure if this stuff is worth keeping, but I will still send it to my bank alt and see. I'll probably log on my bank alt at the end just to see everything I have. Don't want this stuff. I think my allies are imbued. Yeah. So she needs legacy, or not legacies, relics. Do want that. Want that. Don't need that anymore. I think I get this on every character. At least it seems like it. The Slayer excuse me, Slayer deed accelerators. I'll put them in here and probably just forget about them just because I don't use them too much. These I actually can use if I just do a featured instance because it's only 25%. Don't need the burglar tools. Alright, so I will probably send most of this crafting stuff to my bank alt. Don't really need those potions, but I can still... Actually, these are power potions. I really don't need them. Tier 1 food. Don't need that. At least the Dailman's crams scale. Use the speed boost. Oh, navy dyes. I actually want to send my dyes to my warden. Probably get a loot box actually, because I need to use that key. It's one of the bound ones. So Anorian. These are pretty cheap. Very cheap. Alright. Anything good? Oh. Starlight Crystal, 3 run speed boost. What am I up to? 11 hours? 14 hours, 45 minutes? And a pick amount. I think I like Stia the Duskwatch on my Runekeeper, but I'm not sure if it's really worth getting 2 of the same steeds on same characters. I still have 2 of these boxes on my Runekeeper, I just don't know what mount I want. And it looks like I missed it, but Trista Mayhair, you also subscribed, thank you. I'll go ahead and repeat that because I missed it. So I need to identify these 3 allies. If I can leave. That actually takes all the slots on this character. I got those on the extra 4 slots on my Runekeeper Mordor quite a while ago. I wish those were account bound because they seem like something that should be. And I think if you get that it should be account bound, and they're definitely useful, but I just really wish they were account bound, even if they were more expensive, if they were. So I got that set up. These are pretty low level. Might go ahead and use these to upgrade one the 3rd Ages and go ahead and deconstruct one. And then I want to check out my relic situation on this character. Doesn't really matter because I don't plan on using any. Then deconstruct would be the one with XP. That was pretty bad. It might have not been as high level as I 23. Yeah, that's not good. I should have waited to deconstruct that. Tier 1 relics, that's pretty bad. Well, I will refine anything pretty low because they won't really be helping me. I should just be getting, I think you might still get tier 4 if you max out, but might even be tier 5. So I will keep tier 6 and tier 7 and 8. I want to see if I can go ahead and meld one of these Easton Net relics. It does not look like it. Okay, so I'll send more stuff to my bank vault. One thing I am wondering is if this character needs... Well, I guess since I already imbued the allies, it doesn't really matter if I need Crystals of Remembrance or any more scrolls other than Scrolls of Empowerment. Oh, the universal thing. Solvent. Guess I could have sent my Starlight Crystal. Probably keep that on this character because that does upgrade the DPS. Actually, well, I'll keep it on this character. And then, I don't know if there's any more that I want to check out. Or my lore master. He's the one. And after him, I will go ahead and go on my bank vault and see all the stuff I have and how unorganized it is. Okay, so he has quite a bit of stuff. Got all the stuff for woodworker from back when I was leveling that. Got some relics to deconstruct though. Variety of essences. So I will go ahead and deconstruct all these. And he has almost 300 gold. I want to identify these. Don't think I need the guardian belt on my guardian. It's actually better set than I thought. I did get a first stage book. I think I did that Friday. I forgot this character, I did get it. That is good to know though, I just don't know what legacies I want. I never did look at that. I need to move that to this one. That's better. So this is why I put these runes in my shared storage for characters like this. Probably use 500 and the 800. That should get it near max. I think my staff could probably use a 500. That really only get it that far. Okay, I'll take the two 600s out. Okay, I do have a couple extra books and stabs. For the legacies. So burning, fire skills, critical damage, that one should be a good legacy. I'm just looking at the list on the LOTRO wiki now. This would be for the book. Fire damage over time is good. Pet morale, not sure. Armor debuff potency, I don't really plan on using yellow line and that stuff too often. Pet morale's not the most useful, but not horrible. Fire lore, debuff strength. I think you'd have to spec into the yellow line to even get that. But compared to Blade Fair targets, let me see what that changes into. Okay, so this actually changes to lightning type damage, which is, or lightning and light type damage, which is very useful, so I do want that actually. So I want to upgrade Blade Flare targets too. And then that one is level 49. Book's 42, staff's 49. I'll try on the staff. Fire skill critical damage is good. That's still didn't get to max. Well, I can go spend my marks and medallions on stuff. I have 14 scroll of empowerments on this character too. So I didn't know I had the 900,000 one. Here's this guy. So I want 2 Amphilis Scroll of Delvings, 1 per each. I think I need the Crystal of Remembrances. Might have used one on the staff, but I'm actually not sure. And I will need Starlit Crystals as well. So I probably won't be able to imbue it tonight. I'll get it pretty close to setup. And I can actually deconstruct my old level 60 book, or item level 60 book. So Wizard's Fire, critical chance. Critical chance for something that not strong, I'm not sure. Do I have fire damage over time on my new book? I already have both of those. So maybe Test of Will damage. Test of Will, Devastate damage. That stays the same. Pet Morale I think stays the same. Yeah. Fire Skill, critical rating. I could see that being useful, but you want to be at the crit cap anyway, so that would pretty much just increase the magnitude of it. But compared to other stuff, it's actually looking kind of useful. Target resistance. Don't think that's too useful. So yeah, I might go ahead and get the Fire Skills critical rating. I want to meld. Are they legendary support? No. Yeah, I want will. Yes. At least 1 will for the book. That one. And then probably vitality for the book. That will replace pet morale. And I actually think the book is good on legacies. I will need 1 more legacy when I use Crystal of Remembrance, so I'm not sure what I'll want on that. But otherwise it's set up for now. And then the staff, I need not sure. Tactical skill, haven't checked out anything for the staff yet. Okay, so fire skill, critical damage is good, tactical skill, direct damage is good. Staff strike damage I don't use too much. Lightning skills, critical rating, that's like the fire skill from before, but I think even less useful. Lightning storm, base damage. If there's nothing better, that could be good. Cracked earth damage. I'm actually not too sure if it's good to use cracked earth on a lore master. I think it is in some AoE situations, but I think usually burning embers and just upgrading with Wizard's Fire is good. So I'm actually not sure on that one, or pretty much any of these. Trying to look at which ones would be useful. Gust of Wind damage I don't think is useful. So the fire skill critical damage and the burning embers initial damage is probably good. So that's about 3 relics I want, or 3 legacies. 4 if with the Ring of Fire damage, that one looks good. And the Sticky Gourd based direct damage, I want that. And tactical skill direct damage. So I think there will be enough of these legacies that I might not even need a stat filler. So that means I do want to equip these and start getting them going. Can use the 938. Need the Reforge. Burning Ember's range. That will change to Nature Fury skill damage. Strong, but has a minute 30-second cooldown. Lightning Storm base damage, I think I already have that legacy. Yeah. Lightning, yeah. I think I need to deconstruct this and see what I can get. I think I already have tactical skill direct damage too. So I think the Burning Embers range, which will change into Nature's Fury skill damage, will be most useful out of these. And I can replace Staff Strike damage for sure. Don't need that. Don't need that. I want to definitely get rid of those because just so I don't get them mixed up with other ones. And they only sell for 5 silver, so it's not too bad to destroy. And then I should have a new rune to use on that. The 902 one. Where's the one? Here's the one I just got. So that's 612. I could probably use this and get to level 30. Storm more damage. Don't think I need that. I think that's, yeah, this one don't need that damage. Well, compared to the Burning Embers range I already have, so. What's the +1 power restored? Guess that's from Share the Power. Get Lightning Storm base damage. Sticky Gourd, that's what I wanted actually. So that's good to deconstruct. I will replace the critical rating. Now all I have left is one book. I will need to get more stabs and level up and upgrade those and deconstruct them. But for now I will just work on the books and get my relics organized. I need 4 tier 9 relics. Actually, I need 24 total tier 9 relics. So it takes a little bit to get to, but it'll come eventually. Especially if I end up just buying relics, it can go by pretty quick. It takes a while and it's actually pretty expensive to start combining them. if I can meld anything. Nope. I think I have 3 tier 9. Yeah. Alright, so I will send some stuff to my bank alt. Should probably... I think gear-wise this character is pretty decent. I'm not sure why I don't have this one equipped. Maybe I really need that mitigation. This might have been for my Runekeeper actually. I would replace 3 physical mitigation ones. We can try it. Don't think that's too bad of a hit. Only lose 2.1%. I don't plan on doing too much tier 2 stuff where it'd matter that I'm overcapped, so let's not... Wait, I replaced the wrong one. Anyway. Did I? This is the one I want. Alright. So yeah, I'm actually down 10% on Orcraft and Fellrot. And my tacticals is at 40%, so that's fine. So I need to put stuff in the bank. I'm a bark and stone. But I will probably save the Scroll of Empowerments for later. Just so I can double check that I have all the legacies I actually want. Try and clear up my inventory some here. Lock most of my essences, all the crafting stuff, any LI stuff, tier... I don't need too many tier 7 essences anymore. Good to lock. Alright. Cleared out some space at least. I think I have a bit of stuff locked that I'd actually rather sell. So let me unlock those. No, I have 2 of those. I don't need that one. Don't need those. Don't need that. Alright, so I have... thought I had something. There it is. Weapons. Is that all I had on this character that goes in there? I think so. Alright then, I will send some stuff to my bank alt and check her out. What level's this stuff? Oh, beastum that. Don't want that. I'll keep all the low level woodworking stuff on this character. Might eventually get crafting on him. I don't know why. The herbs are right there. Probably with how long this stuff is taking, I probably could have done another instance instead. But this stuff needed to be done. And it definitely is part of Mordor prep. The featured instance parts. I mean, this is actually not like real boring to me, but the featured instance part has more of the gameplay stuff, which is fun. So that is this hunter that I stopped leveling. After in a Adwaith, then I made the other Blessing of Valor it. Right, so somewhat empty inventory, but still a mess. Scroll of Empowerment. I don't know I sent those to this character. All these expired auctions. I think I listed these for like 100 silver. Something really cheap. Well, I won't spend all that time trying to get some of these sold. I think maybe it wasn't these that I listed for that then. Maybe they were 5 gold. I didn't think they'd sell for that much. I mean, this was a while ago that I listed these because I forgot about it even. Maybe. Oh well. So yeah, I have all this stuff. I plan on, once I'm getting this more organized, doing a giveaway of some of the stuff on this character, because I don't need all of it, and I do need to get it more organized and get the stuff I do want to give away. But the problem with that is it's all on Arkenstone. 75 should be enough. So I have most of the Norian crafting stuff pretty organized. I could probably store the hides on my tailor, because he can use those. So I'll send all the hides and the crit stuff for that, the optional ingredients, to him. And the bolt of brush cloth. Then I'll go ahead and send him these scrolls of empowerment. So with this character, I don't think I would have much to list for auctioning. I think this stuff sometimes sells for more. It's about half a gold each, or a fourth of a gold each. Do 10 gold. Alright, that's all I'll do for now. Don't want to spend the whole time listing auctions here. So I'll just head on my Runekeeper and do some finishing stuff and be done with this. Probably spent almost an hour organizing my stuff, but it's been needed. And at least did some character building in the legendary items. Opened a loot box. I forgot he was at the waist. Got that. Oh, all that stuff. It's gonna crowd my inventory. Can't even get that rune swatch, so I'll just delete it. Or I'll delete this and attach. Oh yeah, this character I wanted to get I think these ones you might have to, probably should have actually used these essences, because I think they become account bound and you'd have to use an essence removal scroll to get them out. But anyway, I will head, actually the stuff's on cooldown, so I will not head anywhere, and I'll just head to a vendor here. I do want to check, this character doesn't have as much trep as my warden would have. Don't think there's much useful I could get from him anyway. At least until my warden got even more rep. So I want to lock a bunch of stuff and sell a bunch of stuff. Yes, I want to sell that. Eventually I can get organized, it just takes a while. And you have to keep doing it proactively. At least while you do other stuff like featured instances I do. But yeah, that is a large part of me preparing for Mordor, is getting my stuff organized in the first place. Do I need 500? No, or 50. Go ahead and repair. That actually cleaned out my inventory quite a bit. I do want to send some of this character's stuff to my bank vault. This I want to keep. Probably just send all this stuff. Keep that. Don't think I need this anymore. If there's anything I can craft with that. Yeah, I would need to have a ethylene essence just to upgrade essences. I won't be using that. Go ahead and send these tomes. Alright, I think I'll get all these as morale. So these are bound to account. They're all bound to account. Oh, these are higher item level than Thillion infused. Alright, so I think that will be it for this stream. I actually got quite a bit more done than I thought I would. At least in the later half it might have been a little bit slower, more of the organizing side of preparing, but definitely necessary. In the first half I did that featured instance that did that raid. It's been a while, but that did take a while. It kinda made me not want to do it on another alt because of how long I thought I'd take, but I ended up spending that much time anyway organizing. But anyway, thanks everyone for joining and watching the stream, and